Hello and welcome to this second video on Mountain Blade map making. I'm going to show you how to edit the terrain of your map, how to use variation numbers, and how to place spawn points. So to start off with, let's go with the editing terrain. So you want to go over to the ground elevate tab. Again, the weight just changes how fast your terrain is edited, and the hardness is how jagged the edges are. So let's say it's both on full. As you can see, it goes down quite harshly and quite quickly. Or if you're wanting to level it out, you can just use the level prop, and that will create a flat surface for you, which is useful for building on. And then the smooth will just, as it says, just smooth out any jagged edges, and it'll try and bring everything in the area to an average height. But let's say we wanted to expand this river a bit. How do we do that? Well, you're probably going to want it to be not so harsh, and the way the meters work on the level screen is anything 1 and above is above sea level, -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. are all below sea level, which means water will spawn on any terrain that's below this height. You can see that water will spawn on the map by this blue shade. This is where the water line is for the map. So let's just bring. I'm holding right click to change the terrain, by the way. Let's just bring this river over here and have it flowing by the house. And then if we press close here now and save the changes, you'll see the water isn't here yet, and we've got this floating grass. Well, as with all things in Warband, to fix it, just restart the map, and water will start flowing through to the house. Obviously, the terrain I chose to put the river through wasn't the best, so we now have these huge banks on the side. You can change these with the smooth tool, or you can level them out to be a bit lower down. Or if you like it like that, perhaps you want to go in the ground texture paint and put down some stones to make it look like a cliff edge, and so on. And again, with the river floor, maybe you want to put down some mud or something to make it look more like a river instead of grass. So now that we have our house and our river, you're going to want to put down somewhere for your players to spawn in. You can use the entry point button to change where you spawn in. Obviously, if we put this down and we try and spawn in, it won't work. Why is this? The answer is because of this entry number button here. This is the variable variation number. I don't know what it stands for, it's just var number. I'm going to call it the variation number for this video. What you need to do is you want that to be on 0, and this will determine where team 1 spawns, which is the team on the left. And you're going to need to put down, make sure there's 32 of these, so you're going to want it to go up to 31. As you put it down, it will just automatically increment based on how many you have. Yeah, I've put down one too many there. But this is everywhere where team 1 will spawn. Now if you want the other team to spawn in, you want it to be 32. And then obviously you need to put down another 32 of those. Put on too many again. But once you have all of these put in, you just want to restart the map, and you make sure the game mode is on battle or team deathmatch or deathmatch, and you'll be able to spawn in at those locations. Now let's say you wanted to change the windows on your house. You can also use this to change the variation number to change what style of windows you have. from broken windows to more expensive windows to having no windows at all. As you can see, it changes to 1, 2, 3 and 4 if we restart the map and spawned in again. You'll see that the window styles have changed to a more expensive window, a broken window, a broken more expensive window, and no window at all. What about the doors? Let's say this was a fortress and you wanted only one side to be able to access it. Well, you can change this to have variable number 1 for only team 1 can access it, variable number 2 for only team 2 can access it, variable number 10 to have a reverse rotation when you open it, and then 11 for reverse rotation in team 1, 12 for reverse rotation in team 2. So as you can see, I put down 2 doors here already with different rotations on them. We can open this one easily because we're on team 1. We don't have to break it down. But this one's locked. Let's change team. You can see we spawned over here because we put the spawn points down over here for team 2. And if we run over to this, we can open it, and if you're paying attention, it also opens to an opposite side as the other door opened as well. What else can we use entry points for? Well, as I said before, you can use them for conquest map points, you can use them for the siege flag, or another thing you can use them for is ladders, siege ladders. So let's say we wanted there to be a ladder you could move to get to the top of this house. You just put this down like that, and then go to the entry points at the bottom of the ladder, just facing whatever direction you want the ladder to be when you're picking it up and moving it to the roof. Let's say we want it to be over here. We can put that down and change the entry number to anything between 100 or I believe it's 109, because you can only have 10 of these for it to work. And then you can link these two so they're both on 100, 100. Restart the map. And once we walk over to there, you see the ladder's down. Hold interact on it. And the ladder will move to the top of that roof. All the uses of entry points, I'll put a list in the description that you can just look at with all the correct numbers next to them. If you wanted to put on a teleporting door, you need to go to door, teleport. We've got horizontal wall doors or vertical doors. You can link vertical and vertical, you can link horizontal and horizontal, or you can link a vertical and a horizontal together, it doesn't matter. All that matters is this number up here. They need to be the same. So say if you wanted these two to be linked, you put them both on 1. These two to be linked, let's have them both be say 3. And these two, let's have them be 600. That number's too big, let's have them be 60. It doesn't matter whatever number you have, just as long as they're both the same. We can run over to them now. Hold interact. We can teleport around the place. These can go at any distance, as long as it's... You think you could go any distance. You can use them, say if you wanted to put down a secret tunnel somewhere, or if you wanted to... I don't know, you can find fun ways to do whatever you want with them. What else can you do with the variation numbers? Well, let's say you wanted a ship. Let's put down a ship. Okay, we have the ship now. Let's restart the map. If we run over to the ship, if you want to get around fast, you can enable God mode and you run faster. The ship has no rudder, we can't sail it. You know, what can we do? Just change this to 1. This works on any mm_ship prop. Then restart the map again. And look, there's a rudder now. Hold interact, use the arrow keys and you can sail around the place. Go on a nice little boat tour of your new river. Let's say that you wanted to put down some trees for your house, or bushes. We can go to the plant section in edit objects, and this is where all the natural phenomena is kept. This is more useful than the ones in scene objects, as these ones actually change. Every time you put them down you can get a different style of tree in the same category, which makes a forest look more natural. You can also randomize the scale and rotation of them if you'd like, so they'll all different sizes. If you don't like them all being different, you can go to scene props and you will find all the plants in here individually, and you can just select which ones you like. So let's say you just wanted these white flowers and nothing else. You can put them down and it won't change whatever it is. It'll just always be that one prop. So what if you want to make it so there's some sounds on your map? As you can hear right now, it's very quiet. Well, ambient. These add sounds to your map. If we put in a local sound, say like, let's say there's a windmill here. You can put on this windmill sound. You can hear the sound of the windmill turning. If you go away, you can't hear it. This is because it's a local sound. If we go into a global sound, like say we want it to be a farmland at night, you can hear these birds, you can hear the dog. Anywhere you go on the map you'll be able to hear this. Doesn't matter how far away you go. Now then, let's say you want to change the time of day. How do you do that? Weather time. I believe this sets it to just what hour of day you put it in is the number. So if you want it to be 1 in the morning, just put down a 1. Restart the map. And you'll see it's at night. Again, if you want it to be daytime, it's much easier to find it in this tab than to go over and try and right click it. You just can go over to it, and let's say you want it to be at 3 in the afternoon, put in 15. And there we are. It's 3 in the afternoon. What about if you wanted rain or snow? And then weather, rain. Rain and snow are both in the same one. Put it down. You can change this number to state whether it's rain or snow. Put it on 1. We restart the map. As you can tell, you can hear rain, but you don't see it. Why is this? On the prop rain, the second variable number changes how much rain there is or how much snow there is. Put it on 20, and now you can see there's a downpour of rain. If we put the prop on 2, then as you can see, it starts to snow. So you put it on 1, it's rain. You put it on 2, it's snow. And the second number changes how much it rains or snows. Let's say we want it to be a blizzard. Put it on 60. Now you can tell the snow is coming down a lot heavier than it was before. So let's say that you wanted the clouds to be, you wanted the day to be cloudier because of all this snow coming down. What you do is there is weather clouds. You just put that one down, and you can change this. It's what percentage of the sky is covered by the clouds. So if you put it on 1, then there'll be no clouds in the sky. If you put it on 100, then there'll be loads of clouds in the sky. Let's say that you wanted to put down a musket that you can't interact with. You can go to item kinds. This is where everything that the player would spawn. This is where everything, like all the uniforms, all the weapons spawn in. Horses as well. Let's just put down an infantry musket. If we walked over to that, we wouldn't be able to interact with it. It would just be there on the map. You can see it's over here. We can't do anything with it. It just exists. How do we get one we can pick up? That's back in scene props. Royale _ and this is where all of the items you can pick up, all the weapons you can pick up. Let's say we want a musket, cavalry saber, and an axe. You can walk over to those and just interact, and you can pick them all up. If you restart the map, all those will come back, so you don't need to worry about messing up your map. Only the changes you do in editor mode will ever actually make changes to the map, so you don't have to go around closing all the doors after you. It won't affect anything. Finally, let's say you want to blow the house up. What could you do? Cannon. This is where the cannons are. This is a 12-pounder cannon. You don't need to worry about these other ones. These are just the constituent parts. If you put down 12 cannon, it will put down the ammo boxes and all of the code, allowing you to fire it for you. Again, for the howitzers and the mortars, does it automatically for you. All you need to do is restart the map and spawn as an artilleryman and blast away. You can also use the variable numbers to link walls and props, so that once a wall is destroyed, any props with the same number will be destroyed as well. Say if you have a fort wall and there's a barrel on top of it, they will both be destroyed. Again, I'll write all of these uses in the description so you'll be able to just get it at a glance. And once we destroy this house, that will conclude this section of the map making tutorial. As you can see, it fires, and now I've got a hole in my house. So if you have any other questions, ask in the comments and I'll tell you what you're doing wrong, or if you have any suggestions for me, anything I forgot to put in, just let me know and I'll make an amendment. Bye. It may also be helpful if I tell you how to actually make the map playable. You want to do is go to your Steam, Warband, Modules, Napoleonic Wars. There's two things we care about here. There's scenes.txt, which we'll get to later, and the scene object, sorry. This is where the actual map file is saved with all of your different props that you've put on. And so you can just upload one of these to whatever site you want. You can copy it and put it on a Discord. You can upload it to a Google Drive or whatever. And this scenes.txt is where the terrain is saved. So let's say you've put down a hill or a river and you want that to show up on the map. You just Control F, whatever map you edited on. For us it was Hungarian Plains, so we must type in Hungaria. Here we are, Hungarian Plains. You want to copy the section like this, so this is the first line of it, and then put that on your server's scenes.txt, or just whoever you're sending it to, send them the terrain code as well so they can upload it.